Hello, children. I'm back with a new topic measurement. Let us see what is the history of measurement systems. Children, many years ago, the measurements existed. Over a period of time, when there was a need which emerged out of commerce and trade, the measurements had to be changed. Now, due to limited mobility means the ability to move freely and easily. Because of the movement which was limited due to various reasons, many different systems developed depending upon the location or the area. Let us take a look at the units of length which were used during the ancient times. Handspan. Maximum distance was taken using the tip of the thumb and the last finger. Palm, the area between the five fingers and the wrist joint. Digit was based on the breadth, that is the size of a human finger. Cubit. Cubit was approximately equal to the length of a forearm. Pace. Pace was when one normal or a double step was taken while returning to the same foot. We then had the foot span. Foot span was used for measuring an object using your foot, that is from the tip of the toe to the heel. And last was arm span, where the object was measured using arms between the middle fingertips on each hand when you stretch your arms as far as you can. So these were the different ways which were non-standard units used to measure length. Now take a look at these hands. They all look different, and therefore different hands gave you different measurements. Now the ancient units of measures varied from person to person, so it was necessary to use a standard unit of measurement. Let us look at this picture. It is a picture of a cubit. Now, a cubit was a unit of measurement where the short cubit was as equal to 6 hands, that is 24 fingers, and the royal cubit had 7 hands, which is equal to 28 fingers. Now, these royal cubits, children, were used by the ancient Egyptians, who used their hands and feet to measure the length and width of a particular object. The inch was equal to size of their thumb, and the foot was always used as foot only. Since these lengths always varied as per different people, the royal cubit was introduced, which was a granite rod that used the current king's dimensions as the standard by which to measure objects. By getting or introducing this royal cubit, the Egyptians now started having a standard measurement to measure the objects. Times changed, and now we use some modern units to measure length which are more perfect. We have a ruler, a measuring tape, a screw gauge, a vernier caliper. These are the instruments we use to measure length. A measuring tape, we all know, is used to measure the distance of a ball thrown or a material, whereas a meter ruler is used to measure the length and breadth of a table. Vernier calipers is used to measure the diameter of a coin or a rod, and micrometer screw gauge is used to measure the thickness of papers. So different instruments are being used now to measure different objects, and which will give us a perfect measurement in length. When we measure length, we measure how long something is. That means length is a measure of how long an object is, or the distance between the two points of an object. Children, it is used for identifying the size of an object or distance from one point to another. And if you look at this picture, you will be able to measure each of these pictures using a measuring tape or a ruler or any other instrument which is used for measuring length. We all have seen this. This is called a milestone, which we usually see on the highways. These milestones tell us the distance in kilometers of a particular place. Now, a meter is a standard unit which is used for measuring length. 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, and 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. Children, millimeter is used for very small objects, whereas centimeter is for small objects. Meter is used for bigger objects or longer lengths, and kilometer is used for longer lengths or distances. In short, millimeter to kilometer is in ascending order, that is from small to big. The short forms that we can use for these units are: for millimeters you can use mm, for meters you can use m, for centimeters we use cm, and for kilometers we use km. All these short forms are written in small letters. Sure, you enjoyed learning the different ways of measuring length.